From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up is a rematch of Super Bowl 55, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Right away, they'll change the look. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
The tackle by Elijah Yancey. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
15 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
19-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Smith is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, It took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on first and 10 at their own 23. Here's Bucky Irving. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Mayfield down. There's a screen with Gainwell. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They go play action. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying the left side with Walker. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Patrick going to change the play. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 9, 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Walker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7.
A loss of a yard.
Mahomes going to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The blitz doesn't always have to get home to be effective. They knew the offense had a long way to go to pick up the 1st down, so they forced the ball out quick and then rallied to the football to force 4th down.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Irving. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. Final play of the half, Mayfield being chased out left. Pushing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
line.
The
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Forced out to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mayfield and the troops staying out and going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And now an audible here into something else.
First down.
Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Score, Chiefs 10, Buccaneers nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Mayfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't done the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually...
Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Mansour.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from Arrowhead. Xavier Worthy now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 3rd down, Walker. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up. Offensive line fast.
And a Kansas City Chiefs.
First down, and they go right back to it. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Working quickly here.
At the 37-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Working on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
It's a gain
A
of
big play there from the Chiefs. 31 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate. They stretch you vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
He's tackled after a gain of about 13. And it's going to be first down Chiefs. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Walker on first down. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down. Working quickly here.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Walker on 2nd. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
Kansas City Chiefs.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. I'm going to be a little judgy here, Brock. You got to have more than that on 1st and goal because now the pressure rises quite a bit to get good yardage or a touchdown here on 2nd.
I don't disagree with you. The only thing I would say is that run, you hope offensively now gets the eyes of the defenders to focus on it, and you could throw a little play-action pass for a tud.
Here's Mahomes. Oh, and he's unable to keep a hold of it through that hit. As that 2nd and goal pass hits the ground, incomplete. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Now it's Mahomes. And across the line he goes. Touchdown Chiefs. Rashee Rice capping an 11-play march to pay dirt. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. They jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now to kick this one away. There's Devontae Turpin on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Something he does Hilton making the stop. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Into the hands of Pickett. And it's a big gain on this play. Give him about 19 yards and the first down, too.
19 yards. First down.
Going with an alternate play here. Give to Williams from the gun. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. That's the end of our opening quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Chased out to his right. And that hit arrived just in the nick of time. It's enough to break up the catch and bring up third down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Dak to the air here. Flush down now to his left. Flings it deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. Some improvising leads to a huge gain. 31 yards.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And the Rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. Offense in a hurry up here. Throwing on second. Dak. And this throw is going to be incomplete. Third down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Now Dak to throw. Knocked away and hits the ground. Incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent. They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Worthy now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Now first carry now, Brashard Smith. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He completes it in traffic. And as they bring him down, a lot of yards. Nicely done, but still short of the markers. It is 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Trying for it, it's Walker. And on 4th and 2, they get it forward with more than enough to pick up that first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second down, Mahomes. And this one is launched downfield. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's 3rd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
3rd and long for him here. Challenging double coverage, and they don't get through. Throw made it, but the contact breaks up the catch. Force 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Mahomes to throw for it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And again, the decision to go for it's a good one as they convert on 4th down a second time in this series. They get the big play just before half. 34 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the pistol, Smith. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And a good gain here, 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. Throws caught. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And this is going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kenneth Walker on the 12th play of that series. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
With a return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Look at that power. Deep left side. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This is a 55-yard look from the left half. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Pretty obvious right there. That field goal doesn't happen without the big strike before it. But you know what I love, Kate? I love the sense of urgency. Everybody on the same page. They needed that big play to put points on the board.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards, and that earns Kansas City the first down. Butker on now to kick this one away. Has it at the 11. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Dak off the play fake. Good as he's letting that one go, and it's going to fall harmlessly to the ground as a result, Brock. That's incomplete. So, defense fired as we expected to begin this second half. Second down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Second down coming from Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove they're playmakers too.
Well, this is going to be incomplete. They were on it right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up second down. Play action, Prescott. And they will take him down. They got him back to the 41. Ashton Gelati. And that play brings up 3rd and 14.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
That is caught. He's got Lamb. He's hit, finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 27 on the play. And that's going to give Dallas the first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Here's Dak. Buys time, rolling right. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away. All right, so trailing right now, looking up at the scoreboard, Brock. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now, the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
On second down, Prescott. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down, Dallas.
From the red zone, on first. And that hit pops the catch free. That's incomplete. Second down coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and in zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going and 2. Prescott to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. George Pickens scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there. Because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
To throw is Prescott. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? You know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Worthy now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the RPO, they get it to Worthy. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Walker now from the gun. Crosses midfield, still going. And he stops, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game. 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. First and 10, offense going 3 tight ends to the left. Staying with Walker. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Mahomes throwing here on 2nd. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
I say to you all the time, Kate, this is a game of how do you respond. A negative play, you've got to come right back and respond. So offensively, you could try to stay on schedule. That run will help.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Prescott set to pass. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over beyond their own 40.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. This is Smith. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
And before the snap, the officials whistle that play dead, and we've reached our 2-minute warning. Chiefs pushing to get within range for a game winner. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. On the run, it's Smith. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
On the play. And a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Running in here with Smith. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now an inside give to Walker. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. To throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Cowboys take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Into the hands of Pickens. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, bro. It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
kickoff for Green Bay.
We're through the warm-ups. Both teams are ready. And we're underway from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. A give up the gut to Walker. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that 1st down too.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Running with Walker again. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And it's going to be 1st down Chiefs.
12 more yards.
Dose of the hurry up here.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And it's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Offense up to the line fast.
3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings us
This is Walker on 2nd. A good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up the 1st. Offense to the line fast.
And a Kansas City Chiefs.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives that clock backward on a gain of 4. Working quickly here.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. They're after him, and they're going to take him down. Way behind the line of scrimmage. Lucas Van Ness.
15-yard loss.
And that's going to bring up 3rd and very long. They've got to get 20 or more. Throwing is Mahomes. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to be rewarded with some yardage, but not the 1st down. Stop is made a decent bit short of it, so 4th down upcoming.
15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Mahomes to throw for it. And this is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. Rashee Rice scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. His kick is good. For the moment, at least, we got a flag down on the field, Brock. I think they're going to get him, though, for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. It's got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Butker on now to kick this one away. Yeah, this one will clear the end zone. No surprise to any of us, right, with the kick moved up. But it only is going to come out to the 20 on that touchback. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Love going to air this out to start. This one taken in by Kraft. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Quick throw out wide by Love. Trucks a defender. This hit finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 27 on the play. And that will be good for a Packers first down.
That's just one of those plays on an opening drive, Kate, where on one side it's demoralizing. Defensively, rally, go make that tackle. But offensively, it just infuses you with so much confidence, knowing if you can just put the ball in your guys' hands, they can make a difference after the catch.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at first down here. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And that gives Green Bay the first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Green Bay.
To the air with Love. Passing quick here, but the pass rush fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up second down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Love. The pass ball's incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Running it after the penalty. And he gets this forward to the 19. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Love looking to pass. This is going to be caught. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed scoring there to end an 8-play drive. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And they answer in kind. We're tied 7-all.
Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Xavier Worthy now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. It gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. And that earns Kansas City the first down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. All set to go now from the 35. Walker on first down. This is going to be good for a new set of downs. In the end, about 16 yards on that play. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Back to Walker on first. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. 2nd down, Walker's going to get it again. one stopped. Play gains about 6 yards. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in line. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. They'll run here, following the penalty. He finds space into the red zone. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. The Packers take their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Walker, the running back, on first down. Coming off his 4th carry of this drive. Back to the well again. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Staying with Walker. He's going to be hauled down a few yards short of that first down marker, and also just beyond that, the goal line.
Down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On third down, Walker. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
A loss of 2 yards.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. For an easy kick here, Brock. Just 22 yards. Butker knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked by Alohi Gilman. And the Chiefs will begin the 4th quarter with a football following the interception.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. One final shot before the half. Escapes the pocket. And he can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. Second time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's 2nd down.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Third quarter start. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boomer bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
On second down, Jacobs. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. Third down now after that incompletion.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go.
Throw here, third down. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. They're going to go. It's Love. Kraft has it. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. All right, so they go big there, Brock, when far fewer yards were needed, but because they didn't need a lot of yards, kind of open up some space to take that deep shot on 4th down.
Yeah, no risk it, no biscuit, I think someone used to say. And in 4th down situations like that, sometimes if you're willing to do it, those shots can be open.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down a couple yards short of both the marker, Brock, and that goal line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Rolling on set. Hits his target in the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden finishing off a 9-play scoring drive with 6. Looking to tack on the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they jump ahead by 4.
14, Chiefs 10.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Mahomes. Rice has it, work in the middle. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And it's going to be first down Chiefs.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
Here's Mahomes.
43-yard line.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, Mahomes. And we put everything he's got behind it. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Well,
if they would have connected on that one, Brock, that sure would have represented a large chunk of his passing yardage in what's been a pretty quiet game so far.
Yeah, kind of based on how little success they've had and found through the air. Gosh, honestly, Kate, I'm not surprised that one fell to the ground, too.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw, Mahomes. That's worthy, running the slant. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. And first carry now, Brashard Smith. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On the run, it's Smith. They give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up third and very short. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up third and 1.
Running in here with Smith. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up. The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense. Keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10. Reed will go in motion right. First play of the drive. Here's Jacobs. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the fourth.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Here's Jacobs again on second down. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Packers up by 4. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here's Love to throw. Back quickly to Watson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Now Watson. When they get him for a loss, that's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
We're going to pass it here. Looks like a pick, but he just can't hang on. So it's an incomplete pass on 2nd down. They're happy to have that compared to the alternative. Those are looks they have hoped would open up by this point in the game, Brock, but still got some guys sitting on those throws, and they nearly made a splash play.
You know as a quarterback when you throw in the middle of the field, there's just simply more defenders in harm's way, and you've got to see that window open. You got away with one there.
Setting up to pass. Caught, nice game left side. And he's going to have the first down before he's taken down.